Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Coleman, President of Beta Community College. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the college today, what are the things that we've been working on for the last 10 years, and also what it is we're looking forward to doing in the future. And this does revolve around the fact that we're asking for a millage renewal on November the 5th. I need to repeat those words. It's a millage renewal, so it's not going to cost you any more money. But I thought before you voted, you might want to know some of the things that have been happening at Bay over the last 50 years, because we are in fact celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. We passed our charter millage in 1962, and in 1963 opened up our doors at the old Escanaba High School, where we had 133 students enroll. These are our priorities: student success, community success, and the culture of success. And every decision that we make here at the college, every resource that we use, is focused on one of these three things. As I said, when we started out at the college, we started out with 133 students, and we have had a gradual incline the entire time. What you see here is some up and down that happens, and those are times when big things have happened here in Delta County, when different plants have closed. We get a big influx of students, we educate them, we help them learn new job skills so they can go out and find new jobs, and then they go out to the community and do that. We decided that we were going to actually show people graphically what that means, and this lower line is the unemployment rate, and the upper line is our enrollment. And as you can see, when we have had huge spikes in unemployment, we also had huge spikes in the number of students that come here to the college. And so that's a very important part of being a community college, is being here to help people get the job skills when they need them, when people have lost their jobs, but more importantly, being here also when people just want to keep their job skills up or learn new job skills so they're going to be effective in the job that they currently have. Our student profile is a very important piece also. 41% of our students have recently graduated from high school. 7% of them are dually enrolled, so they're still in high school. And we've had local high school students graduate from high school with 30 contact hours, which means that they start college as a sophomore at either here at Beta Community College, or if they go to a four-year institution. One of the most important pieces of this is 52% of our students are adult learners. These are non-traditional students who have decided that they need to improve their lives and be able to make a more life-sustaining income by getting a better job, and to do that they need really good job skills. And so 52% of our students are non-traditional students. To correlate with that, 52% of our students in our courses are offered right here in Escanaba, and 27% of our classes are actually offered online. People are able to get a complete degree online if they choose to, but most people take classes both online and in the classroom. 69% of our students are first-generation college students. No one else in their family has ever taken a college class and been enrolled in college, and so that's an important segment of people that we work with here. Our TRIO program focuses on them, takes them on university tours, and teaches them the language of higher ed so that they can be successful. 67% of our students qualify for financial aid, meaning it's going to make a huge difference in their lives and in their family lives, because they're going to be able to get an education and make that really good, high-paying job salary. We're very pleased and proud of the amount of penetration that we have in the high schools here in Delta County. It goes up as high as 41%, which shows that the people here know that we are going to deliver a high-quality, low-cost education for their young people, and we take that very, very seriously and work hard to do exactly that. Higher education is very important. Because Bay College has been in this community for 50 years, we have one of the highest certificate and associate degree percentages of anyone in the state. We are over 33% of our people have got associate's degrees or certificates. That is above the national average and above the state average. And because of that, and we've got so many people who are able to make those higher wages because of the skill sets that they have, over $100 million is pumped into the Delta County's income every year. This is one of the students that we have here at the college, Tina. She is an accomplished cosmetologist, but when she was in high school, she wasn't really particularly interested in opening up books a lot. And she came to Bay in order to learn some computer skills because her company needed some computers fixed, and they were just having a lot of difficulty with it. She took a couple of classes. She really enjoyed it. She did really well. She continued to take classes, and now she's got a degree from Bay and is very, very interested in continuing her education to get more degrees here at Bay and possibly going on to LSSU to get a bachelor's degree. That's one of the really great things at Bay is we've got the Herman Center where they have, LSSU has got a person here who recruits students and helps them take classes, and they offer 12 bachelor's degrees right here at Bay College, so people do not even need to leave the community in order to get a bachelor's degree. This young man, Adam, is a student who has been here for a year. Now he's completing his second year here at Bay. Right out of high school, he's a pre-engineering student. He's going to go to Michigan Tech next year after he graduates from Bay. And he has found a real passion. He decided to go and be a tutor for students who were struggling in math and science, and he's helped a whole lot of students get through those classes successfully. This is a young man who will graduate from Bay, he'll go on to Michigan Tech, and he'll graduate from Michigan Tech. He'll come back to this community, and because he found this passion of helping others, we will see him as a volunteer in this community, I feel quite certain. We love being able to help people find their inner selves. One of the things that we all have to be concerned about these days is funding. And this is true for K-12s, it's true for community colleges, and it's true for universities. Back in 2000, 2001, we had 50% of our budget was given to us by state appropriations. Today, and actually last year, 2012, 2013, 26% of our budget came from state aid. While we get about the same amount of money from them, there have been a lot of cost of living increases during that period of time. And so if you look at that, the dollars that we are getting are worth 42% less than they were 10 years ago. This is a really important piece. I was at a conference this summer where a gentleman is studying it nationally, this trend, and he said that if this trend continues that we have got going right now in this country, by 2058, there will be no more public education in this country. This is something that we have all got to fight. We've got to fight really, really hard because public education is what has made this country great and what will continue to make this country great. If everybody doesn't have access to public education, we will find that we have very, very rich and we have very, very poor, and it's not going to be a very fun place to be. So that's my little bully pulpit for this particular presentation. Higher education gives people a lot of opportunities. Obviously, they can get degrees here. Professional development is an important piece. We have several conferences here that we hold. We have the safety conference. We have a dental conference. We have a conference that that we put on for doctors and nurses. We also have personal enhancement courses that are important for people to be able to take. All these things contribute to lifelong learning, and we relish each and every one of them. Cultural enrichment is another really important piece of Bay College. If you haven't been to the Bessie Center, you really need to come. We rotate our art every month. We have visiting artists. Sometimes we have our art that we have collected on display. And we have both the Bessie Center and we have the Hartwood Gallery. So I encourage people to come and see that. Our Bessie Center, which was funded by John and Melissa Bessie, is a wonderful place for us to have plays. We have 2 plays every year. Plus we have the Marquette Symphony Orchestra come. We have Strings on the Bay who perform here. We really relish the fact that we have got great culture and that we work very well with the art community in Delta County and in Dickinson County to make art available for our students and for our communities. Over the last year, we have had over 12,000 hours of public use of our facilities, and that's another piece that we are really, really proud to be able to do for Delta County. So what are the things that are going on at Bay right now? One of the really exciting things that happened about a month ago was I started getting emails first thing in the morning that Bay College had been recognized as the top 30 college in the country. There are over 1,160 community colleges in this country, so to be recognized as being number 30 is a really huge, big honor. And the basis of this particular ranking is about student success, which, as you recall from the very first slide, was what we were focused on. It's about our graduation rates, it's about our persistence and retention rates, it's about the fact that our students engage with our faculty on a regular basis, that our rigor is high in our classrooms, and that students have to work hard to get those grades, and that we provide lots of support so they're able to be successful. And we do this through tutoring and through our supplemental instruction. So that's a really exciting new thing that's going on at Bay. So we're the top 5% in the country, which is pretty amazing. We also have a nursing simulation center that we are just about completed building, And that involves having an adult male simulation dummy and a female who actually gives birth to a baby, and then a toddler, and then a teenage simulation dummy. And each one of these can be programmed to have any medical diagnosis imaginable. They can have a brain aneurysm, they can have appendicitis, they can have gout, they can have kidney stones, anything that you can think of, they can be programmed to do. The nursing students come in and they treat this patient, and then the computer spits out a printout that tells them exactly what they did, how well they did, things that they might have been able to do a little bit better, and the students are able to react to that and then go back and change their methodology. This will also be available in the community for doctors and nurses and EMTs and paramedics to come in and do continuing education credits. And so it's going to be a really huge impact for all of us, and we're very, very excited about that. One of the interesting things that they can do is they can also have a psychotic episode. My big fear is that they're going to have one that's named Laura. They're going to push the button and it's going to look just like me. But in any case, it's going to be a really, really neat piece that we have. Additionally, we just recently received a college and career training grant, which is going to help us buy a brand new welding equipment. Our millage, that I'm going to talk about here in about 2 seconds, is going to be used to expand the building where our welding lab is right now and do a complete renovation, because we want to offer more classes for our welding students. We want them to be able to get into pipe fitting and boiler making right here at Bay College. That makes a huge difference in how much money they make. Currently, a person who gets their welding degree can make over $30,000 a year, but with these additional trainings, they can get up to be making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and that's a very important piece. The other one that we want to do with our millage dollars is expanding our water technology facility. We need to have a wet lab. People who complete the water technology program, there are people standing in line to hire them all over the state, all over the country. And these students come out and they're making between $50,000 and $75,000 a year, which is an amazing thing to do with a 2-year degree. And our nursing students get out and they're making between $40,000 and $60,000 a year. So we do an awful lot of really great things with 2-year degrees here. In October, we have the Operational Open House. Is October 31st, where students from all over the area come in and they get to see all the different occupations that can be trained for here at Bay College. And October 25th through November 27th, we're going to have the Robert Addison Show. We have the largest collection of Robert Addison paintings here at the college in the country, and so it really is going to be a neat show, and I encourage you to come. November 1st is our Golden Gala. We're going to have a strolling dinner, and everyone who comes is then going to be able to go to the opening night of our play, which is Little Shop of Horrors. It should be a really fun evening, exciting evening, and this is the bookend to our celebration of our 50th anniversary. The millage renewal is a renewal. You're already paying this tax. If you own a home that is valued at the street value is $80,000, then the taxable value is going to be somewhere around $40,000, and that means you're spending $40 for the tax for this one mill. That $40 is less than a tank of gas. It's less than going down to Green Bay to go shopping. It's less than going down to Green Bay to go see the Packers play. This isn't a lot of money, but it means a huge amount to Bay College, because what it allows us to do is it allows us to do renovations, the kind of renovations I was just talking about. Going in and adding space. We don't need new buildings, but we need to do a renovation on the welding lab and add some space so we can add classes. We need to do a renovation in our HATSI building so that we can have that wet lab for the water technology program. We would like to have a student success center. What that student success center will be where we have our trio right now, and we just need to gut that and make it more user-friendly so there's more open space, and so that students only have one place that they go to get any kind of help that they need. And that just is an important piece. Research is showing it's just one less barrier for students if they know that this is the one place we go for if we need tutoring, if we need supplemental instruction, if we need technology help, it would all be in one space. It's a very, very important piece, and this millage would pay for the bonds that we would put out in order to pay for those kinds of renovations. I've already covered this slide and the different things that we're trying to do. Through credit and non-credit classes, we have had 129,289 students attend Bay College in some way. And the students who came who wanted to get a degree or a certificate, 10,500 of them have graduated, and they have received 13,539 degrees. The really cool thing on that is 8,245 of those 10,500 students still live in the 498 zip code. that means that 79% of the students who attend Bay College remain in this community. And that's one of the most important things that we can do, is we can make sure that we give people the job skills that they can use right here in this community. We do not have a brain drain going on in Delta County, and that makes us very, very happy. Our history is very strong, and we want to make the future even stronger, and that is the point of this whole millage. I thank you very much for your time and your attention, and I ask you, please, go out and vote on November the 5th, and call 5 people and tell them all about this and how important it is and how important Bay College is to this community, because we really do matter, and we take that with a lot of weight on our shoulders, but we do it with great pride, because we know that we are doing our very best, and we want to be a successful institution that helps this community be accessible as they possibly can be. Thank you very much.